tomorrow we find out who the final vote will be. The final spot on the National League and the American League rosters for the All-Star game.
Did you give me an indication of something earlier?
What?
That you're going to lose this argument?
Yes, I am going to lose this argument before it even starts. So, Tulo, as of 10:30 this morning, this is Thursday morning, is in third place in the National League vote. It goes Johnny Cueto. Wait, I got it written down here. Johnny Cueto.
Clayton Kershaw.
No, Kershaw's fourth behind Tulo.
Excuse me.
So somebody else, Carlos Martinez of St. Louis is number 2. Tulo's third in the voting. Kershaw's fourth in the voting. And Familia of New York, of the Mets, is fifth in the voting. But after what I saw Kershaw do last night...
I'm not familiar with Familia.
You argued for Kershaw at the beginning of the week. I said Tulo, that Kershaw wasn't having that good a season. Kershaw threw a gem last night, man. He went 9 and he threw a complete game. He struck a shutout. He struck out 13.
Better than Cueto earlier this week, though?
Cueto was good. Outdueled Max Scherzer. So maybe Kershaw should be on that team. But you know what? The other thing is, he might not even pitch.
Cueto. That's how the people are voting,
I want
right?
the position player.
Well, it's Cincinnati. They want. Wait, see, and this is not a knock at you or anybody else. But it came up on the broadcast last night that you'd rather have Tulo in this, like in the 7th inning,
sure,
a guy coming up
available
as a
to pinch hit, yeah,
as opposed to Kershaw. And I thought, well, that comes back to our argument. I'd want Kershaw in the game for 2 innings, or at least an inning,
or one batter,
something, as opposed to. And this is not to put down a Troy. I mean, I think they both belong on there, but. Really? You want to put a guy on that's going to pinch hit in the 7th inning and maybe play an inning in the field?
Well, and it turns out Kershaw's going to be well rested, too, because he pitched last night. He has no more starts before the All-Star game.
Somebody's going to be injured. Somebody's going to be injured.
If Tulowitzki doesn't go, it's a blessing in disguise.
For who?
Tulo. Because it is.
You want him to rest?
No, it's not even that. I mean, it does not hurt. It doesn't hurt anything to rest a man who's been hurt as often as Tulo has been.
How is not going to the All-Star game a blessing for the guy who doesn't go to the All-Star game?
In Tulo's case, this is the reason. Because it's a great media event, especially in media accessibility.
Good point.
And every single person that walks up to Tulo is like, first the guy from Atlanta is going to walk up and say, hey, would you like to be traded to Atlanta? And then the guy from New York, the 5 guys from New York are going to walk up and say, hey, wouldn't you really like to play for the Mets? And then every single guy that walks up to Tulo at the All-Star game is going to be, you want out of there, don't you? So it's a great honor, as Tulo has said, and he would be happy to go, but I think he'd be better off if he didn't.
Why would that be a blessing? I mean, if I were him, I'd go, sure, I want to play Atlanta. I want out of Denver. Maybe that could force the deal to happen if he decided to say, sure, man, the Yankees in a New York second, I'm there.
No, I agree.
Or he can issue a statement.
I agree.
Okay, guys, here's my statement.
I agree with you entirely. I mean, yesterday on this show, you, as I understand it, you shook a fist at the Rockies, say, do something. And today I saw you grovel and beg and please do something.
I'm going to try a different tactic every day.
You've got 4 pitches and you're going to use them all. I respect and admire that. But whether it's you or me or Les or the guy in the rock pile, it's only going to matter when that guy, when Tulo says, this is garbage and I want out.
Well, All-Star game would be a real platform to do that, I would think.
But I would be surprised if he did that.
I still think he deserves to go. I believe he should be there. I believe he is the first or second best shortstop in the National League right now.
Away from the Rockies or go to the All-Star game?
Both. That segment sponsored by the Blake Street Tavern. They've got 3 bars there under one roof. Plenty of room to roam. 18,000 square feet. 60 HD TVs. So whatever you want to watch that night, they will put it on for you. It's the Blake Street Tavern. 3 years in a row voted Denver's best sports bar by Westward. It's located at 23rd and Blake. It's the Blake Street Tavern. That's where we hang out when we want to eat sports bar food and watch sports events.